So hey, you guys, I'm going to go in and conclude this conference because, like I said, it takes these videos so long to load. But my enemies are now, I don't pay them any mind. I don't care about them. To me, they really don't exist other than I'm definitely going to ride this thing out. I mean, all is good on the home front on my end. Because for one thing, I know too much about a lot of them for them to ever try me again. And like I said, I'm not going to slander anybody, but I have a right to tell my story. Of course, they targeted somebody that wasn't bothering them. They targeted somebody that don't even like them. So they have to go down. They have to go down because what they did against me was uncalled for. And a lot of this stupid mess, I didn't even know what's going on around me. Now, I knew about the snake that I was currently in the environment with, and I knew that the snake would get an attitude every time I would look at it in its eye. Well, it knew it was throwing dirt behind my back or whatever. But, that person's life has been destroyed. It will never have anything to my knowledge. I don't even know if that person's still alive. I don't care. But, it's going to go down. And anybody that it was working with, uh, you're not going to get off scot-free. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are or what you thought you were or what you even thought you were to me. You don't come up against me and get away with it. I don't care who you are. Especially, for the ones that were working with that piece of filth, that never should have had its foot on my ancestors' property, you know, coming to pick a fight with me. But I've already held conferences, my sisters and my brothers out there, about when people approach you and they have bad intentions. They're picking a fight with you. They're picking a fight with you because they know they have no business in your face. You understand? And there are some enemies that I've drugged through the mud with the power that God has given me. And, it's almost like, what more can I do to them? What more can I do to them? I've even had enemies at the gig that I've had to come up against. There were there was this tramp that, see, the thing about the trash at the gig is that there was an individual that these tramps, were involved with, and they liked the person, and of course I don't know the person, but evidently these tramps thought that maybe they thought I had some interest in the person, and I know I used to get these stares and these looks from certain whores at the gig, and I didn't know any of that stuff was going on around me, but now that I know, of course I've addressed it. And thinking to myself, who the audacious nature of folks. You know, I mean, you're looking at me like that, and you're tore up from the floor up, messed up from the get up. You dress bad, you look bad, you smell bad. You're screwing married men, And another thing, I could say to these tramps, let me tell you something. You know what? Let me be nice. All I can say is, I'll put it this way. A dude will say anything to you to get sex out of you. He'll even tell you you look good when you ugly. Okay? Wait a minute. I didn't know I was going to go that way, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to get up off of my stool with that one. Got these whores walking around thinking they look like Miss Universe and they butt ugly. But because, dudes lie. I can't use the term we sisters would have used back in the day. The sisters, they lie. And to get out of the females what they want, especially if it's a hooker and a prostitute. Especially walking around in the workplace. And that's no disrespect to anybody out there, you ladies out there that are, if you're in that, trapped in that lifestyle. I'm not talking about y'all. I know y'all doing what y'all got to do. I'm talking about these slips at the gig that used to walk around looking at me like they wanted to fight, kick my tail, or looking at me like, oh, you trying to take our man. Let me tell you something, slut. When you sleeping with a married man, that ain't your man. That's somebody else's. So don't be looking at me like you got a problem and then going telling lies on me to try to get me fired, because that ain't going to happen neither. Because I tell you what, you'll get up out of there before I do. You can believe that. By the time Father and I get done with you, you can believe that. And then another thing you got to watch. Hang on, you guys. Let me stop this video and then start back.